Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time. Here we are, the first day of February, which is just crazy to me. It's the second month of 2024. I feel like time is flying by, and hopefully you have your goals all working out. Everything's mapped out in front of you on a daily basis, and you're working towards those big dreams and aspirations, right? So that's what this is all about, especially in the life insurance and the annuity space, right? On a business level, on a personal level. Um, just a couple reminders. What I want to talk about quickly is we have so many agents across the country, and they all vary, and you know this as well as I do. We have some that work out of their third bedroom and write monster cases. Some work out of their fourth bedroom, their garage converted office, focusing on term. Whatever the case is, we also have some big CFPs, big associations, financial institutions that sell and market our products. And my point is, it doesn't matter what side of the fence that you're on, right? You have to make sure, especially these days, you have to accept the fact the younger generation is getting more interested and focused on life insurance and annuity products. The internet has changed this consumer behavior. So, what does it mean to you? It means that you have to constantly know and be focused on what changes are coming up. What's the hottest, latest and greatest products, right? And it doesn't matter, like I said, if you're focused on term and you get a call for an IUL sale, right? You have to know how to pivot and what company and product to use and illustrate. Or if you're focused on, the monster estate planning cases, right? And your client's grandson or granddaughter needs $1 million term policy. Okay, you have to have that in your back pocket as well. So the carrier that we're talking about today is one of these companies that is not so mainstream, and not every single agent and their brother and sister has this company in contract. So I feel it's extremely important, okay, to have this company, this contract, be aware of these products because they have some niche products and riders and platforms that you have never seen before. And I'll just give you a quick example and why I feel this is so important. So we all know, right, return of premium term insurance is a hot button out there in the industry. And it's been a hot button. And the reason why is because you could go out and market this free term life insurance product. Okay. And the consumer comes back and say, well, how is this free? And you say, it's very simple. Here you have a 20 or 30-year term product. Okay. And at the end of the term period, you get your money back. It's pretty simple, guaranteed. Okay. Client says to you, well, how do they do this? And then you explain, well, basically the company is assuming that they're going to earn interest off of your premium dollars. And in turn, they're giving you this 20 or 30-year policy. And the consumer is looking at it like, wow, this is a win-win because if I die, my family's taken care of. If I make it, I'm taken care of because I'm getting my premium back. Okay. We all know it's a 1-2 punch, but we also know most carriers and products have disappeared in this space. Okay. Well, guess what? Kansas City Life has not only not disappeared, their product is even better today. So, and this is just one small example of what you're about to hear today during this next hour. But when you think of ROP term, which by the way, now you can go back out to the market and wave the flag, there is nothing that competes with this return of premium product, period. Okay, so that's number one. And that's a big hook. And like I said, I don't care what part of the industry you're coming from or you're focused on, you need something like this in your back pocket, and nothing comes close. And I'm on record saying it today. Okay, and here's another great bullet. And I don't want to share, or I don't want to steal any of Rob's thunder, but I do want to share a couple other things that are important for you. Here we are, 2024, right? Month number 2, which came up so fast. And we know most companies these days, and typically the bigger they are and the more well known, the customer service suffers. Okay. It's very difficult once you're contracted for you to just call into the home office and speak to the underwriter on a case of yours. Okay. That's the old days. That's 1989, right? Doesn't happen anymore. So Kansas City Life, opposite approach. They say, hey, we want you to call in. We want to build the relationship with you like it was 1989. You have an assigned underwriting team, a sales team, a marketing team. Okay. They even have a seminar sales platform. Once you're appointed and active and approved, you get full access. It's unbelievable. Yes, we still obviously want to be your point of contact, but once you're up and running and you say, hey, you know what, I'm going to call into the home office. I have a great relationship with Shelly S. Great. Kudos. Good for you. As long as you're writing, it's a win-win-win across the board. But companies these days don't want you calling in. They're saying, hey, call Levinson. They're there to help you. They are your IMO. Okay? Kansas City Life has the opposite approach. Why? Because they're more, think of it like a career type company in the brokerage space. So you get all the pluses, all the bells and whistles of a captive career contract, but you're still 100% independent. That's huge. Again, this is another niche that most carriers steer away from, especially these days in 2024. Okay. So this is a big deal. Okay, so a few other things that I want to mention real fast. A-rated, okay, over 127 years old, owned by the same family, okay, passed down from generation to generation, still partially private held. That's a big deal. Okay, and by the way, yes, we know the Banner Lifes and the AIG and Allianz and Lincoln Financial. We know they have great products, but this story is very unique. Okay, and that's why, again, I'm saying you got to fill your toolbox and know where to go for the latest and greatest products and service for you and your consumer. Point blank. Okay, all right, let's keep moving along. By the way, speaking of longevity and generational ownership and how the customer service excels, right, when that happens. So Levinson is celebrating our 52nd year in the business this month in February, which also is Valentine's Day month, okay? Levinson, 52 years. You're going to see an incentive flyer go out in the next week. But anyway, it's just unbelievable, not to toot our own horn, but we are very proud of that as well. Okay, it's obviously not 127 years, but we're catching up to Kansas City Life. All right, let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is we take the customer service platform very serious here at Levinson. I think you know that, all 26 employees, 4 different states now. We love when you call in, and we encourage you to call in, speak to us, build a relationship, not just through email, unless that's what you prefer, but we're big on that old school customer service. And I think that's where Levinson and Kansas City Life aligns perfectly. Real fast, these are our testimonials. You leave a review testimonial on our Facebook page, on our Google review page. We send you an IUL prospecting book on us free. These are just a few that came in. I like this one. I'm going to move quickly to the right side. And this just came in last week, and I want to read this. This is from Daniel K. I made the mistake of transferring a carrier to another agency. I immediately realized the mistake and asked for it to be brought back to Levinson. Bill even contacted me on the weekend to assure me they were on top of the situation. Ashley K. worked and got the carrier back within 2 days. Amazing service. Okay. Daniel, thank you for sharing this. But the point I want to make here is the owner of a company, okay, me and Carrie are partners. You don't find where one of the partners is emailing and calling on a Saturday, on a Sunday, to make sure our agents are happy, especially after an agent left and came back. So I'm going to toot our own horn again and say that's where we stand apart. We take this very serious. Okay, my cell phone number is on my business card, just to give you an example. Nobody does that in this world anymore. Doesn't happen. Anyway, Bruce, left side, Susan is very knowledgeable. Her emails are informative. She knows what a broker needs. I love this stuff. Erwin on the bottom, RJ, was very helpful in getting me set up for annuity training and provided insights on annuities in general. Love this stuff. So thank you to our agents. You are our number one. You're our customer, right? We don't sell to the public. We don't sell products, policies. We don't have a call center. We're not fishing in the same pond as you. That's a conflict of interest. And if anybody does that or says, hey, we're an IMO, but we also sell to the public, you should run as fast as you can. Major red flag, conflict of interest. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is talk about the one live training of the year you need to attend. And there's so many reasons why. This is our annual expo, April 12th. It's free if you're new with us. Okay, it's still free. You never wrote an app. It's okay. The hashtag this year, the strategy, the theme is Roar in 24. And we're going to do exactly that. We have our keynote this year. It's going to be Mr. Joe Ross, one of my favorite life and annuity coaches in the industry. Also, Michael Savage. He's Tony Robbins' right-hand man. He also works with Tarek El Moussa from that Flipping Houses show. He's a great executive life coach. He'll be there live. And then we're going to have an agent roundtable. This is all in the middle of the day. So again, it's not just focused on life insurance and annuity carriers and presentations. Okay, part of it is obviously, but it's also more heavily focused on you, the agent, and getting your mind in the right place. Okay, getting that inspiration and motivation going and lighting a spark. Okay, like the old days. That's what this is about, and it's going to be a day full of sales ideas. That's the name of the game. Lunch on the ocean front, breakfast, snacks all day long. We have you taken care of, and it doesn't cost you a penny. And then you can qualify on the bottom there. You can see the little box in black and red. Okay, 30,000. You can combine life and annuity production and include Kansas City Life, by the way. 30,000, one free night at our beachfront resort, and then 60,000 gives you round trip airfare, one free night. 70,000 round trip airfare anywhere in the country, two free nights. So kind of like a vacation, staycation if you're local, call it whatever you want. And then again, if you've never even written an app with us, as long as you're appointed, it's free. Okay? So make sure you register now. We're capped at 300 because of the fire code, and we're getting close. So please RSVP today. You'll get a thank you email from us tonight, and make sure you click RSVP, and you'll be all set, locked, and loaded. Okay, next slide here is our 24 Levinson website and mobile app refresh. So this is a big deal for us, another big deal. Okay, I know I'm talking about a lot of big deals today. And the reason why is because Levinson, we were the first brokerage IMO fully interactive website to run quotes, to have e-apps and drop tickets in this entire universe. Okay, and the reason why I know that is because we teamed up with a company called Applify that came out with the first e-application, and we rolled it out through our website. And then later, iPipeline acquired Applify for the great technology. And now today, we're considered a iPipeline ambassador with all of the tools, technology, and the same thing is loaded up in your custom mobile app, which is all free. Okay. And we have a new annuity training 101 dashboard, a part 1 and 2. It's already built in. This is all complimentary, folks. Everything I'm talking about, everything you're looking at, and make sure you take advantage. And the agent scorecard is awesome too. It keeps your pulse on your business, on your contracting, applications, case status. And then if you have a downline, you know exactly what's going on 24/7, updated in real-time fashion. So take advantage of this stuff. Leverage the resources that are given to you, especially because it's no charge. Let's keep moving. This is our 411. So we send this out every other week. This is in your inbox. Basically, it's a snapshot of the industry and all of our 90 companies, the latest and greatest, what's hot, what's not. All I'm telling you is make sure you check these out every other week. And like I said in the beginning of this call, you're getting calls or you're making outbound calls all day long, right? From your clients' kids, grandkids, relatives, referrals, all the above. You have to know what's going on. You have to know what are the latest products. What company should I be talking about? Should I use Insure Me Now Direct? And what do they have to offer on this Amazon type of platform? Everything is here, 100-foot overview every other week. Okay, 411 Levinson Leader. Let's keep moving along. So, speaking of Insure Me Now Direct, our latest carrier edition is Manhattan Life. Okay, so what this means to you is Standard Life and Manhattan Life. You have your own Amazon type platform. You've heard me talk about this. We have some of the largest agencies in the country that are using this platform where we brand it to them. Okay, and then they're marketing these products to their consumers. Okay, especially think of P&C agencies, health agencies, banks, financial institutions, mortgage companies. Okay, what we're doing is branding it for them and even associations, branding it for that company or that group, and then they're marketing Insure Me Now Direct out to this consumer database. And then any consumer that goes on the platform runs a quote, clicks apply, gets an instant decision. They're getting full commissions plus renewals on most products. Okay, it's a no-brainer, and there's no work once it's set up and you're dripping and marketing the platform. There's nothing for you to do. It's unbelievable. And before you would say, well, Bill, you only had, one decreasing term product on here. Now, no, there's 6 carriers, over 27 products. We have everything you could dream of. And by the way, it's not just an inflated premium product anymore with a bunch of fat built in. No, we're talking about mainstream. The least expensive term insurance product is on here with Banner. Okay, think about this. Assurity, Manhattan Life, you have every single product now. I can't stress it enough. Now is the time. We're making it bigger and better. We have Google Analytics tied in now. We have some new features we're rolling out at the Expo. This is the future, okay? The younger generation, this is how they want to communicate now. They don't want you at their living room table. They don't want an hour Zoom call, okay? They say, hey, where can I run a quote? Where can I sign up? And if I have questions, I'll call or email you. I'm done. Okay. I'm not saying I suggest this, but I'm just saying that's how some of the younger generation, that's how they want to do business. And we have to meet them at the place where they want to do business, not where we want to do business. We know how that works. It's so easy. Here's what we did on the right-hand side. Write your first app. You get a $100 gift card, even if it's on yourself. In fact, I encourage you, write yourself just to see how simple this is, and then you'll be marketing this all over the place. Okay? Let's keep moving. What I want to do is jump into our feature presentation of the day. I have a good friend of mine for many, many years. In fact, Rob, Kansas City Life was our first scholarship carrier. It's been almost, I believe, like 10 years now. So anyway, without further ado, we have Mr. Rob Petzel, our regional RVP with Kansas City Life. Rob, are you there, buddy?
I am, Bill. Thank you for the intro. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys can see my screen.
Yep, we can.
Bill, thanks for the introduction. A lot of great stuff. I don't think you can do a better job at hitting the nail on the head. The Kansas City Life is definitely a very niche company. We're not going to be a company that's going to pop up on your mainstream, WinFlex web or, spreadsheet illustrations for the cheapest term. We're a very, very niche company. You use the analogy, you've got to reach into your toolbox. I would tell you, Kansas City Life is that carrier that's underneath that removable part of your toolbox where you got to go looking for us a little bit when you know that we fit for a client that you're looking for. And also, just like Levinson, Kansas City Life, we do no direct business with the field at all, or with the public at all. Everything goes through an agent. Every single piece of business that Kansas City Life has ever placed goes through an agent. So we are loyal to our agents. We want our agents to be successful. And that's why we make ourselves niche. We differentiate ourselves because while we are a very, very highly rated company, as Bill said, A-rated, we also have zero debt. One of the few companies that can say that. We're small. We're small relative to your Banners and your Transamericans and your Mutual Omahas and all the other big boys. So you got to really go looking for us in the toolbox. And my goal today is to hopefully make that that search a little bit better. First thing I want to show you, this is our portal. One of the things that I'm excited about is we're modernizing our portal. Like Bill said, you've got to be looking for the new and upcoming and exciting products. Obviously, if you look at this agent portal, it's pretty ancient. We realize that, so this is what's coming. April 1st, 2024, and all of you on this webinar are the first to see this. This is what the new agent portal is going to look like. A whole lot more user friendly. Everything that you need is going to be right at your fingertips. You'll be able to run your illustrations and submit electronic applications. You'll be able to monitor your pending. Obviously, you leverage the Levinson organization to do that. They're phenomenal at it. You can look at your in-force business, and you can customize this to what works best for you. All of our training and our product material is right up here across the top. Your production reports will be available to you if that's what you're looking for. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump from the portal right into the illustration software. If any of you have ever been on one of my presentations before, you know I don't usually work off of a PowerPoint. I want to use the tools that you're going to use in order to be able to present Kansas City Life. So we're going to come over here to sales. We're going to go to illustration e-application, and it's going to jump right into our illustration software. First thing that I want to point out across the top under sales tools, Bill mentioned some of our seminar marketing and everything along those lines. Everything that you need to know about some of the seminar marketing and the turnkey tools that we have available for you are right under sales material for you. So you can jump right in there. We've got the brochures, we've got invitations built, we have the presentation deck for you. It is literally a turnkey seminar. The only thing you need to do is mail the list or get some invites into the location that you choose. I can get the invitations printed for you. I can get the customer brochures printed for you, all at no cost. Everything is free. You gotta have the venue and you gotta have the lead list. But what I want to do is I want to jump into product portfolio here. And from product portfolio, I'm going to come over to level term. We are the only company that has this type of product on the street. It's on longevity term product. I'm sorry. I always work off the fact sheets when I'm in here. It's the most concise piece of information when it comes to the product. As you can see, we've got a term to 80 and a term to 85 product. So if we come to page 2, you see the minimum issue age on the term to 85 is 18 years old. If we do the math, that makes this a 67-year term product. If on the longevity term, obviously we take 5 years off of that, that's a 62-year term product. Nobody has it. No one in the marketplace has a product that will last that long for your client. Now, one of the cool things about this product is it behaves a lot like a guaranteed universal life product in that it will accumulate some cash value over time. However, it is convertible much like a traditional term product. You see, we've got our product limits here. 100,000 is minimum face amount. If they're over 50, you can write a term product down to $50,000 with us. Down here, we've got our non-forfeiture options. There are no conversion credits, but it is convertible. This product is convertible after the first 2 policy years up to age 65. So what that means is that you can be working with one of your younger clients, somewhere between 18 and 30 years old, new to the business world or just out of school. We need some type of coverage. We don't want to have to do application after application every 20 years. Put them in a product like this, get them coverage that will last them to 85. And while you're servicing them over their lifetime, and as their financial situation changes, you'll be able to convert this thing to any Kansas City Life permanent product during a conversion period. We do not limit where you can convert any of our term products. You can convert it to any permanent product on the shelf. It's got some riders attached to it. As of right now, we do not have a critical illness rider attached to this thing. What I hear is coming fourth quarter of this year, we will have a critical illness rider available across our entire platform. So stay tuned for that. So this is a very, very flexible product for you our term to 80 and term to 85 product. It's going to give you a lot of options for your client, and it's going to be a Swiss Army knife for you. It's going to allow you to cash accumulate some, get good insurance coverage for the client, have insurance coverage for the client in place for an extended period of time, and then ultimately allow them to convert if their financial situation warrants that. Next thing I want to talk about, I'm going to jump into the illustration software for this, is our return to premium platform. Our Cashback Life is our return to premium platform. As we know, there's not a whole lot of return to premium products left out in the marketplace. One carrier actually last week just eliminated their 30-year term product. Here's what I can tell you. I guarantee you our return to premium product is not going anywhere. We will have this product on the shelf. We love it. We realize it's an excellent product for the client because, as Bill said, this product can be free to the client. They just got to pay the cash flow, and at the end of the term, get all of their money back. It's a great product for you, as the commission rates are very, very competitive. And it's a great product for Kansas City Life because it allows us to utilize the client's premium dollars to drive the profitability of the organization. The reason why this product works so well is, as you can see in this line here, it offers life insurance to age 95. This product is a term duration, either 20 or 30 years, but it's built on a whole life chassis. You'll see it when I jump into the illustration software, how it says that it's an endowment contract. That's why this product isn't going anywhere for us. It's not a term product with a return of premium rider. It is a whole life product with a term duration. So let's take a look and see how this thing works. I'm going to come up here to illustrate. I'm going to go into the illustration system. We're going to change my product here. I'm going to run a Cashback 30. Keep this thing nice and quick. I'm going to do this on, let's say, a 35-year-old. Let's do 250,000. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click download. As you can see, the premium's it's $86.87. So it's going to be more expensive than your term. But remember, the client's paying to get the premium back. So let's get this thing downloaded. Where are we? Save this thing. Open it up for you. Here we go. So let me make this thing as big as I can make it. Here it is. Modified endowment premium to age 95 life insurance policy. It's non-participating. That's the whole life aspect of it. This is a 30-year cashback, so we got a 30-year term. Coming down here to page number 3. Here we go. Male, 35, standard non-tobacco, no crazy underwriting. This is a fully underrated product. So client can get all the way up to age or to preferred elite underwriting ratings. I'm showing you where we are when it comes to just traditional non-tobacco. As you can see, the premium stays the same for the entire life of the contract up to age 30, $1,042 a year. Here's the whole life aspect of it. Look how it builds cash value. It builds cash value just like a non-participating whole life based on an interest rate. The client can choose to walk away from this policy at any point in time, and that is the cash surrender value that they're going to receive. The next column, the paid up insurance. If the client chooses to, they can say, I no longer want this policy. How much life insurance can you give me based on what I've paid? That column is the amount of paid up insurance they get without going back through underwriting. It's literally an email from the client saying, I want my paid up policy. You forward that to Kansas City Life, and we make the change to the policy for you. You see that at the end of the duration, right down here, year number 30, the client would have $63,750 worth of whole life insurance that will endow at age 95 for them. The last column is what we call our extended term coverage, or ETI. What that means is that the client can choose to stop paying premium, and their original face amount of $250,000 in this example will remain in force for that many years and days. So let's say that my client, when he's 55 years old, finds out that he's terminally ill, diagnosed with some severe form of cancer, only has a few years left to live. The client can stop paying premium, and if he lives less than 12 years, 251 days, he's paying no premium during this time frame. The death benefit of $250,000 will pay out to him. It's one of the only, if not the only, return of premium product on the street that gives the client this many options. So again, at the end of the 30 years, let's go down to the bottom row here. Here's all of the client's non-forfeiture options. Okay, they can get a check back for $31,275. They paid in $31,273.20. They can choose to not get any money back and have a paid up policy of $63,750, or they can choose to keep the original $250,000 in face amount. They pay no additional premium, and the policy stays in force for another 11 years, 248 days. So this policy will stay intact for this particular client out to, what's that, 76 years old, almost 77 years old. Lots and lots of flexibility in this return of premium product that you're not going to find in a lot of other return of premiums on the street. Let's see what else we got. We've got a whole host of, or we've got two different index universal life products on the platform for you. Our universal life products are Compass Elite and Equiflex. Very, very simple designs. Very simple designs, designed for ease of explanation to the client and ease of understanding for the client. Our products will cash accumulate against just about everybody in the marketplace, and the client statements are easy for the clients to understand so that they can see just how well their universal life product is performing. The last thing that I want to make sure that I touch on for you is Kansas City Life. We do have an annuity platform. We do not have any equity index annuities. We only got fixed annuity platforms. We are one of the only annuity carriers, though, that has a very, very competitive lifetime income rider. Our lifetime income rider looks a lot like a lot of the riders that you've seen on most of the equity index annuities, but it's on a fixed platform. It's designed to double in 10 years, 7.2% over 10 years. And then it hits this grid for distribution to the client. So if you've got that client who's really, really conservative, not concerned at all necessarily about cash accumulation growth, they want to make sure that you're creating your own pension for them, this product's going to work for you. It's going to grow at 7.2. If you've got that 55-year-old client who's got $100,000 they don't want to take any risk with, utilize our lifetime income rider on one of our fixed annuities, and when they're 65 years old, they'll be distributing out 5.5% for the rest of their life. And you've taken their $100,000 and grown it to $200,000 with zero risk to them. Everything is guaranteed when it comes to that product. One other thing that I want to make sure I touch on, I actually had 2 conversations with individuals today about this product. Within our riders, we've got an income assured option rider. This rider will allow you, oops, wrong document, sorry guys. This rider will allow you to do a fact finder with your client and determine how much life insurance they need. And then you can turn around and you can control the death benefit. What it will allow you to do is it will allow you to, let me get to another fact sheet here. Where is it? Here we go. It allows you to control the payout to the client. Let's say I've got $1 million worth of life insurance. I actually spoke to an agent today, sold the doctor $7.5 million worth of term insurance. The doctor was concerned that his family would end up with $7.5 million and blow through it. I showed him the income assured option, and what the agent decided to do is he's going to pay out $2.5 million at the death of the doctor if he passes away. Then for the next 30 years, we're putting $5 million into an income stream for the family that will never go away. It's guaranteed for 30 years. How do we do that? Kansas City Life, at the date of death, buys a 30-year single premium immediate annuity and begins the premium payouts to the beneficiaries. What's really, really cool about this is there's no paperwork involved in doing that, and we pay you, the agent, as if you sold that $5 million 30-year single premium immediate annuity. It just happens automatically. The commission shows up in your direct deposit. One of the only carriers that has this type of rider. It is the only carrier that this rider is flexible. This client could change his election options, meaning how much is the lump sum and how long is the payout. He could change them daily if he chose to do so. Obviously, no one would do that. That's a little overkill. But this client has that much control over how their death benefit is paid out, and this is applied to any one of our products. It can be added after the product is sold. It can be removed after it's already been added to the product and then put back on. It is a wildly, wildly flexible rider that's available to help your clients be sure that their family doesn't blow through life insurance proceeds quickly when a premature death occurs. So I gave you a lot of information, lots and lots and lots of stuff going on here. Biggest thing that I can tell you is when it comes to Kansas City Life, you got to go looking for us a little bit. We're not one of the big boys that's advertising all over the place. You're not going to see Kansas City Life, ad at the Super Bowl, even though Kansas City is in the Super Bowl. But if you go looking for us, I guarantee you will find a product that will be a unique selling point for you that you won't find at most other places. We have something that will fit a niche, that will work within your practice, that will make Kansas City Life unique to what your clients are hearing and to what you have access to when it comes to all of the different carriers out there. Bill, that's all I've got. Let me know if there are any questions that I can answer. Hopefully I've covered everything that you wanted me to cover. If not, chime in, let me know, and I'll cover it.
Yeah, no. That was great, Rob. Let me check the questions, and Andrew's actually moderating. So do we have anything, Andrew, that we can grab Rob for while he's here, or did you answer?
Yep, we have one question from John asking, what is the living benefits like on your products? Are they included?
We do not have any critical illness rider. The living benefits that are included would be that income assured option that can automatically be included. It's free. Terminal illness rider is included as well. We do have three different long-term care riders out there. If I come in here into the product portfolio, I'm assuming we're still sharing my screen, and we come into the living benefits. The living benefits riders that we have are the chronic condition benefit rider, the enhanced living benefit rider, which is actually being enhanced. This is our long-term care rider that also has home health care on it. Two things are changing. It's going to 4% of the face amount, and this is only on permanent products, the enhanced living benefit rider. 4% per month for 4% of the death benefit per month for nursing home care, 2% of the death benefit per month for home health care. Your doctor determines your eligibility for it, and it is now available in Florida for those producers of you that are in Florida. This rider has never been available in Florida before. It is now available for us to sell here in Florida. I live in Florida, so I feel your pain, guys. But the enhanced living benefit rider is now available in the state of Florida. And then the last rider we've got is a living benefit rider. That's another free rider on our permanent products. It is nursing home care only. So the most diverse is going to be the enhanced living benefit rider. That's going to give your client the most flexibility. Hopefully that answers John's question, Andrew.
Yeah, and what we'll do is we'll include these flyers in the thank you email that you'll have tonight, so you can read through and make sure you're comfortable. Great question, though. Okay, so what we'll do, I think we got to everyone. If not, obviously call in or email, and we can always patch Rob into a conversation as well. Especially once you're up and running, we can even do an agency training, one-on-one, private, live, or through a webinar, and myself and Rob will jump in as much or as little as you would like. So we have no problem with that. So what I want to do next, I have a ultimate sales strategy that ties in perfectly with Kansas City Life that I'm going to share in just a couple of minutes, and then we're going to have our giveaway here, which in fact will be out of here within 10 minutes. So we're going to be a little early today, but I want to make sure you walk away with nuggets that you can use in your everyday sales practice to start to move the needle, right? Because here we are, 2024, second month in. So we want to make sure that needle is pinned down right in the red line section. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to do real fast is show you how to get started. You'll also see this in the thank you email. But if you can't wait and you want to do this as soon as we hang up, just go to our website, contracting, and then of course, if you already have an appointment and you move it over to Levinson, we match or beat your comp plus free leads or cash for contracting with your first paid app. As long as you transfer the contract. So either way, we'll make sure we get you all set up. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is give you a 100-foot overview on the top ROP products to consider in 2024. Obviously, front and center, Kansas City Life, and you just heard all the reasons why. Also, no exams up to $1 million. And I heard through the grapevine that number is going to increase as well. We also have Surety Life, which is on Insure Me Now Direct, American National, and Mutual of Omaha, which you also just heard about the 30-year from Rob. But we do still have some options, and we also have some great ROP options, as you know, on permanent products, critical illness, disability, even on a guaranteed issue accident plan. The client gets full return of premium, which is great because, again, it's a win-win, no-brainer for the consumer. They're getting all their money back unless they pass. So, or if the benefit triggers, obviously that changes it. Okay, let's keep moving. What I want to do next is I want to talk about, and this is important. So you're out there all the time, right? And you're on social media and you're marketing and you're trying to be scrappy and networking and trying to come up with some great ideas so you can put a marketing campaign together, right? And what makes you different? How do you get a leg up versus the competition, right? We all know there's almost 1 million agents out there in the U.S. today. Okay, so what makes you so special, right? And you can be the best looking guy or girl and have the best personality in the world, whatever it is. But the bottom line is you need to wave a flag and you need to make sure that flag is unique to drive traffic to your website or to your ringy contact list or calendar, right? What makes you so special? So you have to think about all these different things and be scrappy. I personally love the college funding approach. Okay. In fact, we even have a course to be a college planning professional, and you get a designation on your business card. And you can hold these seminars, these webinars to talk about college planning, college funding, college assistance, right? We even have a website that you can sit down with a client to go through all the 440 colleges that are in the program and find out about tuition costs. And then you're going to talk about a solution, a strategy to help little Johnny or little Jenny, right, go to college and have tuition paid or part of tuition paid. So with the SAGE program, this is free for you. Okay, if maybe you haven't heard about this in a while, if you're active in the program, great. It's through Levinson. We pay all the costs, so it's free for you. And if you notice, Kansas City Life was the first carrier to approve the program with Levinson. Okay, so that's a big deal. They took a chance with us. I had to take many trips to the home office to get approval, and we did. And like I said, first company. Now today we have about 10 on the life and annuity side. But how does the program work? So every single consumer that you sell a product, or even if you sold in the past, Kansas City Life term or permanent product to this client, they are now eligible for the free scholarship program. Okay. And it's very simple, by the way. And even if you're going back to an existing book of business, you can say, hey, Johnny, great news. Remember the Kansas City Life UL that you bought from me 10 years ago? Well, now, because I'm a Levinson Sage agent, I can give you the free scholarship program for little Jenny, who's now 4 years old. Okay. Maybe unborn at the time. So that's a great story to tell to get the door back open. Once the client is in, you can enroll them through our Insure Me Now Direct platform. Okay, it's self-enroll or do it with them. It takes a couple minutes, and then they have, it's like a Bank of America checking account online. That's what the Sage program looks and feels like. The client can go in as much or as little as they would like. They can see how many points they have. They can see what colleges are in the program, and every time they log in, it says provided by you, the agent, let's say Bill Levinson, for example. So again, that keeps your name in front of them. What it also does, it keeps your persistency numbers up. And you say, why is that? Because every year the policy is in force, that client gets 2,000 more points, which is dollars, okay, for tuition. So $2,000 every year as long as that policy stays in force. When you meet with that consumer every year, another 500 points gets added to the account, okay? What does that do for policy reviews? What does it do for referrals? Okay, you got to start thinking like this. Here's the ultimate sales strategy. So imagine you put together a YouTube video, 2 or 3 minutes, okay, or through Zoom call or recorded webinar. I don't care, whatever it is, right? Check out the next slide here. So we were talking about how great the Kansas City Life return of premium product is. Now, imagine this sales strategy used for college funding or college planning. Okay, think about this for a second. So let's say you have young parents. Okay, this example, let's say it's the breadwinner, female, age 45, $250,000 of death benefit. Like I said, it's a 20-year ROP product. And let's say they have a child, right, that's 2 years old, for example. Okay, 2-year-old child. The mom is the breadwinner, and you're the agent proposing this 20-year term with return of premium with Kansas City Life. Think about this for a minute. Okay, premiums paid $119 per month. Okay, now let's say the 2-year-old child, okay, is now obviously 2. Fast forward 20 years from now. What happens in 20 years? Well, the breadwinner, now remember, she's the breadwinner. If she passes, that child is going to have a tough time paying for tuition. Okay? Well, not with this policy, because guess what? Beneficiary gets a $250,000 tax-free check if she passes. Okay? So that child will still go to college. Okay? Or it'll help with college. Great. Now, let's say she's female, age 45, is still young and healthy. She makes it to 20 years, which she should. Okay, great news. Now the policy expires, and this female breadwinner has a total value of just under $72,000 that can be used for that child's 4-year tuition. Okay, and that should definitely pay, depending on the college, at least 2 to 3 years. Okay, and then obviously 1 to 2 years is left, which can be paid by the parents. So that is a win-win-win across the board. It's a death benefit if needed. Okay, if not needed, and the mother makes it the full 20 years, you have a total of just under $72,000 coming back for that child's education. That is a no-brainer. And you're saying, well, how'd you come up with the 72,000? Okay, well, let's go up a little bit. The total scholarship points, 43,000. Total return of premium cash value coming back, 28,750. That's a total of just under 72,000 in 20 years. There's not another product that works like this, period. It is a win-win-win across the board. The total investment was $28,750, and the total that came back was almost 3 times that amount, plus that death benefit tax-free that comes along with it if that breadwinner passes. Hello? Do you now see why we're excited about this? Now it's a matter of you explaining it to the consumers, because once they get their arms around this, hello, it's a no-brainer, and it's all guaranteed. This isn't based on current assumptions. This isn't based on any other variables out there in this world. It's all guaranteed in writing per the contract. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is talk about how to get the word out once you have your arms wrapped around this concept, okay? Ringy is a no-brainer. Now think about this. You're an agent out there, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, got thousands of leads you've been working on through the last 16 and a half years, okay? They're sitting on a shelf collecting dust. What Ringy is going to do, it's going to send out an email, a text message, and an automated phone call to every one of your leads and prospects, and another bucket of your existing clients. It's going to keep your name in front of your entire network, as much or as little as you would like. So guess what? When the need comes up for long-term care or an annuity or life insurance, they're going to remember, hey, it's Bill Levinson, the crazy guy that keeps texting me and emailing me, and his assistant is calling me. I got to schedule an appointment in his Ringy calendar. I'll click here. And then you, as the agent, accept the call or the appointment, and they get a notification. You have a call now Wednesday, 2 p.m., and you just sold a new 20-year term with ROP from Kansas City Life, just like that. And this did all the work for you. Okay, that's how you need to think about this. We use it. Why I'm such a big believer, we use it for agents. It's the same exact concept, but for agents. This is what we use. So we negotiated a 3-week free trial if you just want to test it out, okay? And if you want to move forward, $49 a month for the first year. No brainer. Right-hand side, Agency Automator. So think of the same type of marketing platform, but this is done through email. You get a free website, and there's also a database of literally millions of consumers across the country you can start marketing to. And there's over 100,000 agents in the database that you can market to if you want to start building a downline. So these are exclusive tools available through Levinson at these special prices, okay? And let me tell you, Agency Automator literally starts at $10 a month, and that's just for hosting. So it's basically free, okay? You got to think about this. Leverage these opportunities, folks. Let's keep moving forward. So we have 2 lead programs I want to talk about quickly. The first one is with Kansas City Life. Rob touched on it, and this is their seminar platform. Excuse me. So real fast, Kansas City Life seminar platform. Once you're appointed, we set up a call with Rob and their team, and then you are off to the races. They help you do everything like Rob spoke about earlier. Let us know if you're interested. We will make the introduction and get you set up. And then the next one, which we're going to talk about in just a second here, we have a new platform that we are rolling out that has 4 different lead programs built in one platform, and Levinson agents get a discount. Andrew, if we can fast forward to that slide real fast, I want to just show everyone, and then we're going to have a webinar actually on this platform. In fact, on the top right there on the 27th, so we're going to dive in a little deeper. But this is fantastic. The reason why, if you're looking for a discounted rate, okay, and you want to focus on final expense mailers, we have them. Annuity financial services mailer, no problem, minimum of 1,000. Financial planning seminar, they have a turnkey platform if that's going to be your focus, okay? Same thing, Levinson agents get a discount on any one of the platforms you want to try out. We have a dashboard where everything's online. All the leads are stored there, and only you have access to your own PIN number or a password for your part of the dashboard. So it's very, very cool. And then they have a new Facebook mailer that they use for you on top of paid ads, and they design everything. So it's really, really cool the way this works. I've never seen anything like it. We're going to have the webinar, like I said, on the 27th of this month. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to talk, and by the way, we're almost done, but I just think these are such great nuggets for you to start moving the needle and just strategizing, try some of these things. Let's keep moving forward, Andrew, if we could. Perfect. Okay. And by the way, I'll have you out in just 2 minutes. I know I'm ranting again. This podcast episode we launched a few days ago, and I'm going to tell you, I know you've heard me talk about this. From the feedback I'm getting from you all and our own team, they're saying, Bill, this was the best episode I ever heard on your channel. Okay. In fact, I got a few people that says it's the best episode I've heard that's industry related. So, real fast, on the right side, that's Emmanuel, one of our top GAs that works 100% virtual and remote. He never, 99% of the time, doesn't see his clients, even before COVID, and he's consistently crushing it. So I dive in to a great conversation with him. And then on the left side is Mike Savage. That is the Tony Robbins right-hand man, excellent life coach. So it's a great conversation about business, personal stories. Here we are, it's a new year. What challenges are we seeing that are coming up, and how do we get through those? And it's just amazing 70 minutes of great gold nuggets is what I call them. I want you to listen, check it out, and I want feedback. Let me know what you think. And again, leave a review on Facebook or Google. I'll send you the book, but this is a must for everyone on this call today. Let's keep moving forward. It's my second to last slide. This is our upcoming training events, which is what you're on right now. We have Emeritus. We're going to talk all about living benefits with term and IUL. That's on the 8th next week. Just under that, Agency Automator. So we're going to talk about all of the latest updates, which is going to be a big deal. I shared just a couple minutes ago, Agency Automator marketing platform. That's on the following week, right after Valentine's Day. Just under that, Mutual of Omaha, we're bringing them back to the surface. So they have a lot of great products and platforms. That's on the 22nd. And then on the bottom, that is the new Levinson Co-op lead program that I touched on briefly. That's going to be a no-brainer for everyone. Even if you use one of the platforms, doesn't matter. As long as you're moving the needle, making sales, changing your year for the better, right? We're happy. That's what it's all about. We don't win unless you win. You know how it goes. So we're in this together. Last slide here, my question of the day, and then we'll put a bow on this right at 2 p.m. Eastern time. First, I want to talk about my quote, left-hand side, and I think this is a big one. There's no other way to slice it, right? The level of success most are looking for is in the work most are avoiding, okay? There's only one way up. You got to face it, right? Work harder, but work smarter. We all know how that goes, but there's no secret sauce, no secret recipe or $20 a month program where you're going to become an MDRT agent. Okay, you got to see it like it is. Leverage these great resources. Put your right foot forward. Be consistent and persistent, right? And you'll have the best year ever. There's never been a better time in this industry. And we know that for a fact. We're seeing the LIMRA statistics. Okay, the younger generation is more interested than ever in buying life insurance, period. So we got to take advantage of that, and we got to get our name out there as agents. Okay, that's it. Question of the day is make sure your little fingers are on your keyboard and you're ready to answer first and correctly. It's a two-part question. Question is, and I mentioned this in the beginning, little hint, how old is Kansas City Life and what is their AM Best rating? So tell me, how many years old is Kansas City Life and what is their AM Best rating? You got to answer both questions. Two-parter. We wanted to make it a little fun here, a little sizzle at the end of a Thursday afternoon here. Whoever answers first wins. Andrew, who was number one?
Terry R. Terry R.
You said Terry with a T or
Terry with a T.
Terry R. Terry R. Congrats. The answer, 127 years old, A rated by AM Best. Let's all have a great week. Okay, I hope you wrote down some of these nuggets. Keep your eyes peeled for the thank you email and that sales strategy for college planning, college funding. Try it out. Okay, once you get comfortable with it, you'll be off to the races. I would run a Facebook ad just based on that strategy, and you'll be off to the races. Okay, try new things. Get out there. We'll see you next week. Great selling, and thank you again.